When you start to take a measurement with your Optimus Plus sound level meter, you need to have done some basic checks to make sure that everything is correct. You've got plenty of battery life, the date and time are correct, and you've also done a calibration, which is covered in one of the earlier videos. So we're now ready to go. So how do you start a measurement? Well, with the Optimus Plus sound level meter, it's really easy. You can all spot it. There's a start button here. So if I press start, this meter will now start to take a measurement. But before it does, it's going to ask you whether you want to create a voice tag. Now what a voice tag is you speaking into the device to record what you're saying. And this is used for you to identify what each measurement is. Now on an Optimus Plus sound level meter, every measurement that you take within it is given a sequential number. So if you went out there and you recorded 5 separate measurements in 5 different locations, it would be measurement 1, measurement 2, measurement 3, etc. But you can also tag onto it, each of those measurements that is, your own voice, so that when you're downloading all of this information back into our download and analysis software noise tools, you can listen back to it and you'll instantly know which measurement was which. So you've got the option here with the voice tag of just skipping it if you don't want to do that. Not everybody wants to listen to their own voice, or record. So let's record. So if I press the record button, it's going to allow me to speak for up to 30 seconds. It's recording right now, and this will be logged inside the meter and downloaded to Noise Tools when you download all of the data later on. If you've made a mistake, just press reset, and then you can speak again. And once you're happy with what you've said, just press done. As soon as you press done, this meter will now start to record information. Now, we just happen to be on the LEQ view screen, and you'll have seen those earlier. This is the screen that I personally like to keep as the main screen when I'm taking a measurement. Now, if you've looked through the other part of the video which showed you this screen, you'll see that the LEQ view is slightly different to what it was before. So the big number on the top is now the average noise level, the logarithmic average for this particular measurement. How long have we been measuring for? I can see on the bottom line we've got an elapsed time. So you can see at the moment it's 40 something seconds. So you'll need to keep an eye on that to see how long you've been measuring for, and then while you're measuring you can keep an eye on the average, logarithmic average number, the LAEQ, to decide whether you've measured long enough. Also on this screen we have the peak value, the C-weighted peak. So for occupational noise, it's a very useful number. You'll see that it went green there for a few seconds and it said settled. It's just a little bit of added extra information, because when you're taking any measurement, it could be for a number of different reasons. But one of the main things we want to do is to make sure that we're getting a reading that is representative of the environment that we're in. And once it settles, that means it's not moving anymore. It means that the average number, the LEQ, has actually settled down to a point where it's not really changing much. And that gives you extra information to decide how long you need to keep measuring for, or whether to stop measuring. So the peak value here is something that will always increase. It just shows you the highest level that it got to within this measurement. So if I make a bit more noise with my fingers, you'll see it's now jumped up to 114 from 102. So that was the highest noise level during this measurement. And when we've been measuring long enough, and that's for you to decide, we just press stop. We've stopped our measurement. Now, what has happened now is that measurement has now been stored inside the sound level meter. It's got a start time, it's got an end time, it's got a measurement number. In this case, with this instrument, it's straight out of the box. We're now on measurement 1, you'll see on the bottom of the screen. And these are the results. So I'm on the LEQ screen. It's now called the LEQ review screen. So it's showing you what the average was for the measurement we've just taken, and it's showing us what the highest peak was. But now we can actually look through the other screens as well. So if I go back to the sound level screen, it's now a review screen. So we've got the maximum and the minimum. And if I just Go forward to the octave band screen. Will show you what the overall picture of the frequencies were for that sound level meter for this measurement. Let's go back to the LEQ screen. You can take a note of this, but everything's logged internally in the sound level meter. And when we're happy that we understand what the numbers were, then we just press exit. And now we're back on the screen where we can press start when we're ready to take another measurement. It's as simple as that.